Thank you so much for joining me for this next class. In this next class, we're going to use some blocks to really highlight the activation of all the muscles through the core and the arms, and that's what we're going to be focusing on today. So if we take the blocks to the very top of the mat, we're going to go ahead and get started in a variation of our tabletop. So taking the hands onto the very tops of the blocks, and if you lay them flat on the biggest side, that's going to feel the most stable. If you take them up onto the long edge, that's going to give you a little bit of a lift, and it's going to create a little bit of instability, which is that thing that helps us to notice where we're activating. So I'm going to start with mine on that long edge, tucking the toes behind, drawing the tummy muscles in. We're going to see about lifting the knees, and as we exhale, we're going to send the hips all the way back and up into a variation of our downward facing dog. And sometimes it feels a little bit more possible when we've got the hands on the blocks. So maybe taking a little wriggle of the blocks just to make sure they feel really stable here. And with the next inhale, we're going to lift the left foot. Exhaling, drawing the knee into the chest, the shoulders forwards over the wrists. And with an inhale, we're going to send the foot all the way back and up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, we're going to draw the foot forwards, landing it in between the blocks. And with a big inhale, sweeping the blocks up high, high lunge. Exhaling, landing the blocks down, lifting the left foot, sending it all the way back and up into our three-legged dog. And we're going to take 2 more rounds. So as we exhale, the knee comes into the chest. And as we inhale, sending the foot all the way up to the sky. Exhaling, foot lands in between the blocks. And as we inhale, lifting the blocks, sweeping them high, lifting the chest. Exhaling, landing the blocks, lifting the foot, sending it all the way back and up. Exhaling, knee to chest. Breathing in, lifting the foot. Exhaling, landing it in between the blocks, lifting them high, finding that big opening all across the front of the body. And with the next inhale, we're going to turn to the right, taking the blocks at around about shoulder height, lifting the chest on the inhale, and maybe taking the gaze forwards over the left hand, squeezing the left glutes to keep the left knee from falling in. With the next exhale, we're going to take the left hand all the way down to the floor, reaching the right hand high and checking in with the neck. So sometimes it feels a little bit more comfortable to take the eyes down towards the floor, or maybe turning them up towards the block in the right hand. But from here, we're looking for a place where you can really press down through the left hand. We're going to squeeze the tummy, and we're going to step the left foot back to our side plank, squeezing the tummy and pressing the hips forwards, reaching up through the right hand, taking 1 more. Really deep inhale here, and with the exhale, we're going to land the right hand down, turning back towards the floor and maybe taking a little shuffle to find our way back into this lifted variation of our plank. Breathing in deeply, and with a big exhale, we're going to send the hips all the way back and up into our three-legged, into our downward facing dog, taking a little shake of the head, releasing any tension in the neck and the shoulders. And with the next inhale, we're going to sweep the right foot up behind. Exhaling, drawing the knee into the chest, the shoulders forwards over the wrists. And as we inhale, sending the foot all the way back and up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, drawing the foot forwards, landing it in between the blocks, lifting them on the inhale, finding that big opening across the front of the chest. And as we exhale, landing the blocks, lifting the foot, sending it all the way back and up into our three-legged dog. With the exhale, we're going to draw the knee forwards into the chest. And as we inhale, sending the foot back and up. This time landing the foot in between the blocks, lifting them high, finding that big opening across the front of the left hip flexors. And as we exhale, landing the block, lifting the foot, sending it all the way back and up, three-legged dog, final round. As we exhale, the knee comes forwards into the chest. And as we inhale, sending it all the way back and up. This time as we exhale, landing the foot in between the blocks, lifting them high, reaching upwards into our high lunge, breathing in deeply. And with the next inhale, we're going to turn to the left, squeezing the right glutes, drawing the right knee out, reaching the hands apart, and maybe taking the gaze over the right hand this time. Taking one more really deep inhale here in our warrior two. And as we exhale, we're going to take the right hand down towards the floor, reaching the left hand high, finding our way through our side angle. We want to find that place where we can really press down into the right hand, so it really helps to have the blocks here. Finding that little squeeze in the tummy for stability. We're going to step the right foot back to our side plank, rooting down through the right hand, lifting the left block as high as it'll go. One more really deep inhale here. And then with the exhale, we're going to take the left hand down towards the floor, finding our way back through that lifted variation of our plank. Taking just the one really deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to lower the knees down, taking the blocks onto that really stable edge, so the big flat side. We're going to take the elbows onto the blocks, joining the palms together. And if we keep the hips over the knees, we're just going to find a place where we can sink the forehead down towards the floor and allowing the hands to come back towards the shoulder blades. Finding that big opening through the shoulders and the chest, drawing a deep inhale in through the nose, exhaling, releasing any tension. And maybe staying here, right? With every exhale, just allowing the chest to melt down towards the floor. Or if we take the hands back down towards the floor, walking them back in towards us, taking the chest down towards the mat, resting down in our child's pose.